Hello, welcome back. This is lesson 2, physics for grade 9, about speed and velocity. We will continue our today's lessons. Don't forget to stay with me until the end of the lesson. And also don't forget to share and subscribe for more lessons.
Okay, let us start speed and velocity. I hope you remember what we have seen in the previous lessons about distance and displacement, which is distance is scalar and displacement is vector. We have said that, and speed is a derivative of distance, and velocity is the derivative of displacement. So it's better to remember what you have seen in the previous lessons. So please try to highlight what you have seen in the previous lessons. So let us start our today's lesson. Speed is distance traveled in a unit time, which means speed is a rate. Speed is a rate of change of distance, or if an object is moving through a straight line, both speed and velocity are the same, which means since velocity is distance traveled in a unit time in a stated direction, which means distance and velocity is displacement over time, the change of displacement over time, which means for example, if we have said that the speed of an object is 1 meter per second, 1 meter per second, 1 meter per second, then this object covers 1 meter in 1 second, of time, and this object maybe cover 2 meter in 2 seconds. So it's just like this one. If we say that the velocity is 1 meter per second, what if we say that? If we say an object is moving 2 meter per second, we will see. But for a time being, we should have to know that if an object is moving on a straight line, since direction is constant, so both speed and velocity are the same.
Okay, let us see this one using the simulation. Look at this one. This one is at 0.1. Let us say our time is 0 second now. Then the one is also at 0 position. Look, this one is 0 meter now. This one is motion is 1 meter per second. Then let us see how it changes its position in the given time. Look, when our time is 0.2 seconds, the position of this one is also 2.2, which means in each every 1 second, this man changes its position by 1 meter. So that means, look here, position is 4.2 in the same way, or when our second time is 4.2 seconds. So you can understand very well here what the speed or velocity means. It's only the rate at which someone changes his position through the given time. So, for example, here you can start velocity means 1 meter per second, and it changes in its position from 0 to 6.3 meter in 6.3 seconds. That means the ratio from position to time is really as 1 meter per second. So what if let us make what if the speed of this man is 2 meter? What if the speed of this man is 2 meter per second? 2 meter per second. The speed of this man is 2 meter per second. Now it's move faster and it changes its position by 2 meter in every 1 second. Just like this one. Look here. Look how it's fastly moving when is when his position is 9.6, our time is 4.8 seconds. So what's the ratio of 9.6 to 4.8? It's 2. So this man changes his positions just like so. So we can say velocity for the speed is a ratio of position into time. But as we have said that speed is scalar and speed is scalar, velocity is vector.
So you can say speed is scalar and velocity is vector, and they both represented by v. But since velocity is vector, we can make another about it. And the SI into both speed and velocity is meter per second, which means they have same units. Another topic is average speed and average velocity. What's average speed and what's average velocity? I hope you know the term average. What does the term average mean? When you say average, what does average means? What does average means? Please try to define the term average. So since average is something which is the sum over some amounts and divide for the amounts of for example, you can take a mark average. When you do average for, let us say, maths subject, physics subject, chemistry, you had the mark of these 3 subjects and divide by 3 to get what average. So in the same way, if an object is moving with some speed of the motion, so we can get this average speed, and also we can calculate this average velocity. So average speed is so totally distance traveled over time taken, and average velocity is displacement over time taken. T is in symbol v is equals to s over t, and if time taken to pass in example 2.1 is 1 hour, was average velocity. In example 2.1, you can refer from our previous lesson. We have said that the distance is 5 km and displacement is 1 km. So velocity is 5 km per hour and speed is speed is 5 km per hour and velocity is 1 km per hour. Instantaneous speed and velocity. What's instantaneous? What's the term instantaneous? Instantaneous speed or velocity is speed or velocity at a given instant in time, which means at a given specific time. Which means, for example, if you have said velocity at time t is equals to exactly 3 seconds. Let us say 3 seconds. Now time is 3 seconds. Let us say velocity is 6 meters per second. 6 meters per second. That means meter per second. That means That means if as change of time is approached to you, which means the time is specifically exactly sharp 3 seconds. So why we need instantaneous speech? Because average speech has a great deal of information, but they leave informations, detailed informations about the journey of about the nature of the journey. So we need instantaneous and speed and velocity for a detailed information of the journey. If an object is traveling with uniform motion, uniform motion means, as in previous lessons we have said that uniform motion means is motion with constant velocity. So if an object is moving with uniform motion, then they have the same instantaneous and average velocity. Let us now, it's time to check your understanding. Try to memorize what you have learned in this lesson and check your understanding by these questions. Like question number 1, using examples, explain the difference between speed and velocity. 2, explain the difference between instantaneous speed and velocity using examples. 3, a runner jogs 12 km north, then turns and runs 16 km east in 3 hours. What is its displacement? Calculates average speed, calculates average velocity.